Okay, you talk about something I've been waiting for. Evander Holyfield going into the Boxing Hall of Fame. A lot of people don't know that, this is the best cruiserweight ever right here. And, he's one of the last popular fighters to fight 15-round fights. A lot of people don't even know that shit. As a cruiserweight, he won his first world title off Dwight Muhammad Qawi in 1986, and he did fight 15 out of 15 rounds to win that fight. That's a classic fight to me. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Now, Holyfield was 44-10, 2 draws, 29 knockouts. He fought from 1984 to 2011. He's 9-2 with 10 KOs against title holders and Hall of Famers. So by the time he fought Carlos De Leon, he won the WBC, WBA, and IBF cruiserweight titles. So, Holyfield is the best cruiserweight ever. Do not get that twisted. So by the time he became a heavyweight, the first titles he won was against Buster Douglas, where he, unified all the titles, WBC, WBA, and IBF. And right after fighting Buster Douglas, did he take a warm-up fight like these bullshit pussy fighters nowadays do? Nah, my man got right back in the ring with George Foreman and put a beating on his old ass. So after fighting George Foreman and beating George Foreman in one hell of a fight, he went on to fight Burt Cooper, then Larry Holmes. Then Holyfield, never backing away from a tough fight, went on to fight Riddick Bowe and catch his first L. Now, Holyfield was just getting started in boxing, though. After losing to Bowe, he took a fight with Alex Stewart, who was 32-4. Then got his rematch with Riddick Bowe, where he regained 2 of his titles. I believe he regained the WBA and the IBF belts in the second fight with Bowe. Again, never shying down from a tough fight, he went on to catch another L from Michael Moore. Then he came back to beat Ray Mercer, and his fight immediately after that took another loss to Riddick Bowe. Took a quick warm-up with Bobby Chez before beating up the world-famous bully Mike Tyson. Then had an immediate rematch with Mike Tyson, which I'm pretty sure everyone knows what happened. Holyfield's ear ended up inside of Mike Tyson's mouth accidentally. And we'll just say his ears got battle cropped. Now, Holyfield, being the real deal, could have went and fought some bums like a lot of fighters do today, and fought once every fucking year. But instead, he went back after Michael Moore and revenged that loss. And I believe he was the WBA champion at the time. Yes, WBA and IBF champion. So now he goes on and fights Vaughn Bean, who had a record of 31-1, which is a repeated theme in Holyfield's career. He was not fighting bums. He was not cherry picking. This man was the real deal. There's no doubt about it. So right after that fight, he fights Lennox Lewis for all 3 of the straps at that time. And we'll just say it was a draw. Actually, it was one of the worst decisions ever in boxing. I still remember watching this fight with my grandfather. Lennox Lewis basically won every round, and Holyfield got a draw, but you know, we're not gonna focus on that today. So immediately after that, he has another fight with Lennox Lewis where he does lose this time legitimately, and then goes on to fight John Ruiz for the vacant WBA heavyweight championship. Fights John Ruiz again to a loss, then another time to a draw, and then beats Hasim Rotman, a fighter from Baltimore. And, you know, I'm going to stop right there. That was probably the best days Holyfield had. I'm not going to go any further. This is about him going to the Hall of Fame. So, you know, I don't want to go into the days of him losing his skill level going down and things like that. Although Holyfield was a tough motherfucker till the day he stepped outside the ring. And congratulations to Evander Holyfield, who is probably my all-time favorite fighter. This is Joe, the Boxing Junkie, coming to you from Baltimore. Have a nice day.